get back to this. I didn't finish. You know, what a view, huh? Whoa, look at this. So, see the hawk up on the top of the tree? Sun beaming right off the mighty Mount Ogden. So let me get back to the Peninsula catastrophe. So, stay with me. That's where I just shot that video. I was up there. So, when this happened in September, the surfers started to say, we got burns in our eyes. It's burning us. They were getting sick, nausea, throwing up, burns on their skin, eyes burning. Had to doctors. Radiation poisoning? So immediately, it's got to be fuel. It's got to be the old Russian fuel dumping there, blah, blah. Same old stuck in the mud, 1970 conversations we have about solar, 1970 conversations we have about alternative energy, 86 conversations about fucking nuclearism, pre-Fukushima. I mean, it's insanity. The narrative goes right to it. Greenpeace International that goes in, does their killing the last few ducks on the Great Salt Lake. Goes in, does their studies, we'll get right back to you. Background levels of fuel 4 times the background, which is nothing there. I mean, people that have followed this along, the Alaska Peninsula, Sandpoint, the Ring of Islands touches it. I mean, literally almost touches the Russian Peninsula here. The Russian Peninsula nearly touches Japan. Japan's right here, on the Ring of Fire. The Japanese trench into the Russian Peninsula trench. I mean, it's so obvious that the cores have melted and burned through. So, all these animals wash up to dead, marine life. I mean, the giant octopus. You're talking one of the great ecosystems on the face of the earth. Get your king crab legs. That's where they come from. Beyond the Bering Sea. I mean, you're talking one of the great ecosystems on the face of the earth. Active volcanoes, of course, it's on the Ring of Fire. So we'll get right back to you. So the minister, YouTube videos might in the sort, so people are out there. You look at that first video that is shot that got posted everywhere. The first words, you don't need to speak Russian, that come out of his mouth are Fukushima. So, what the hell? I mean, it's just unbelievable how much marine life. It's like Lewis said, he says, I can't even believe there was much marine life left in the ocean up that way, because Fukushima's wiped out. My tide pool videos prove this. My salmon work proves this. Plutonium fires, all this hypothesized by Kevin Blanchfield. I mean, how much evidence do you have to fucking have? So, the Minister of Environment becomes very emotional. He does a video and he says, it's obviously someone has come in and cleaned this up. Now, when I'm walking the coast of California when I was full of cancer, dying of leukemia, blah, 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 they would come in at 4 o'clock in the morning. Up and down with military operation, cleaning up the debris from Fukushima. Bad advice. I tried to post footage. Of course, my videos weren't shooting. I had a little flip camera in those days. At night, good luck. So, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Somebody's going to go to jail. This is a catastrophe. This is great. He comes out. The Russian environmental minister, reported by the Siberian Times, Nothing Now, TASS, Pravad, state-run media. What do you think we have here? He says 95% of all the marine life has acutely been killed immediately. Think about that. 95%, not gradually, not everything acutely. Whoa, one whack. That's bigger than Exile Valdez ever dreamed of fucking being. I never heard of such a thing. Ever have I heard of such a fucking catastrophe. And this is coming from Kevin Blanch, the environmentalist. Never. This isn't Bhopal. This isn't fucking, so what the fuck? We're waiting. They're going to get right back. I told you. You won't hear a thing, Tsar Putin. You won't hear anything from the Minister of Environment. You won't hear anything from American media, which, by the way, it's closer to you here in the Western United States than it is to Moscow. I mean, it's on the Asian side. It's right there, Alaska. Remember when Katie Curry, Sarah Palin, who is dumber than a stick, but that's where she's from, and she says, well, you can see Russia from Alaska. And all the lefties are laughing. Hello, you can see freaking Russia from Alaska. I mean, where do you think we got it? And so it's right there. That's where it's at. It's right on. It's obvious to me these cores have melted through. I mean, it took Blake Barrett and Leslie Stahl 3,000 days to tell you what Kevin Blanche told you in 60 minutes. Where are the cores, Leslie? They're right there. In the Pacific. Well, what are they? Don't know. Never happened before. You don't think China syndrome's real? I call it Russia syndrome. I originally used to call it dumb Argentina syndrome, but wow. So, I told you wouldn't hear a word. It's what, the 15th? 14th of November? It's the 15th there? How many? I mean, all the way around the world? Yeah, if you're going that way, but no. Where do you think the salmon roam? Where do you think the gray whales roam? Where do you think the orcas roam? I mean, they're home. I mean, what a catastrophe. Not a fucking peep. No. Oh, there's one report comes out and says, I think it was algae or red tide. Then you read through it. Mystified, baffled, puzzled, stumped, perplexed, bewildered, the usual. It's not fucking algae red. Not this kind of fucking catastrophe. There's no fucking way. Not this acute nightmare. Not that far north. Not where they're at. No way. No way. No way. They would be able to identify that. Greenpeace would be all over that immediately. If that was the case, Greenpeace tests would be fucking telling you the algae content was... They haven't. They haven't. Greenpeace themselves has come out internationally and says we are mystified, we are baffled. If it was algae, it was red fucking tide, it'd be identified like that. It's easy to identify that. Same with fuel. It's Fukushima, which I named Fuktonium. That's what it is. Where'd you see me sleep? All my trees fucking died post Fukushima. I mean, all this ecological catastrophe, it's all fucking coincidence. Tide pools die, salmon collapse, whales fucking wash up dead. Fuck. Cancer fucking epidemics. Stay tuned.